Hello, excuse me. Good morning. Are you an English teacher? Good morning. Yes, I am an English teacher. Why? How can I help you? Oh, great. I have been looking for an English teacher for about 1 hour. Well, since this is an English institute, it shouldn't have been that difficult to find an English teacher. But tell me, how can I help you? Are you a student from this institute? What's your name? My name is Simon, and well, I am not your student, but I need you to help me. Sure, just tell me your problem, and I will do the possible to help you. Simon. Thank you, teacher. Well, basically, I need to know the best course to learn English. I mean, how can I choose the right course to learn and speak English? I need to know that. That's kind of difficult question. You can find videos about different topics on YouTube. Yes, I know I can learn English with YouTube, but what if I want to take or buy an English course? Maybe I want to invest some money, or can I find a free course? But a good one. I need your help. Oh, okay. Then you need to know how to choose the right English course for you. Sure, I can help you. I understand choosing an English course can be overwhelming. A lot of free English material available online is of poor quality. I get that. Most of the time, it actually makes you even more confused and overwhelmed than before. And let me tell you something, Simon. This is very harmful for your learning process. And that's not all. So many English courses teach English the wrong way. You end up wasting time and money on useless language exercises that don't bring results. So how do you know which courses will provide you with the best value? I will tell you the most important things to look for when choosing an English course. First, the most important, you have to look for qualified and experienced teachers. The quality of teachers is a very important component in any course. Bad teachers can be confusing. They lack the knowledge and skills needed to teach English in an effective way. This results in students losing confidence and motivation. Believe me. In fact, the number one reason for students quitting English courses is because they don't like their teacher. It happened to me when I was at the school. I had a terrible teacher in first grade. She used to speak only in English, but our level of English was really poor, so no one understood her. So when we had to participate in the class, we hated it because we couldn't do it. I think that was one of the main reasons why many of my partners hated English. So it shouldn't come as a surprise that we put teacher quality and credentials so high in the list. And I want you to understand something really, really important. Simon, pay attention. Teaching a language is a specialized skill. Just because someone can speak a language, it does not mean they can teach it well. And just because a teacher is a native speaker doesn't mean that they are a good teacher. And it is totally true. I will tell you an example. 5 years ago, I was working in a very known institution. They decided to hire a native teacher. Students got excited because he was from the United States. Everyone wanted to study with him. But unluckily, he was not good at teaching. I mean, his pronunciation was perfect. But soon, everyone realized he was not a teacher. He was just a native English speaker. He got fired at the end. Teaching a language requires knowledge of grammar and linguistics, as well as communication strategies. After all, we learn a language for the purpose of communicating. And we need to learn the different modes of communication, encompassing writing, speaking, pronunciation, intonation, and even body language. Each one of them are important. Therefore, it is important that English teachers have a strong background in teaching with years of experience. I mean, I thought I was a good teacher when I was starting teaching this beautiful language. And maybe I was not that bad, but there are some things that you only learn by experience. I have been teaching English for more than 15 years, and I can tell you that's true. So, finding the right teacher is probably the most important thing you have to do first. Because imagine that the material is not modern or good enough. Maybe it's boring. As a teacher, let me tell you something. We can have the worst material ever. But a good teacher can make you learn English regardless of the resources he or she has. It happened to me when I was teaching in an English institute. The resources were... Okay, I have to be honest. The material they provided me was awful, really boring. Old books, ugly videos, the audio was horrible. There were no images or flashcards. I have to confess something. I never used that material in class. Never. What I did was, I made my own teaching material on my own. I thought it was better. And I did it more than once, because that's what a good teacher does. Seriously. There are no excuses. Our goal is you to speak English. That is the goal of an English teacher. Happily, now I can make my own material. This video you're watching right now, I designed this and the others on the channel after many years of teaching experience. That's why choosing your English teacher is really, really important. Do you understand? Yes, I understand. But that is not the only thing I have to keep in mind, right? No, of course not. There are more things you have to look for when choosing the right course. But I will tell you that in next video, because now we don't have more time. Only if you want it. I hope you liked this conversation. If you could improve your English a little more, please subscribe to the channel and share this video with a friend.